Adventures.
Greetings all, Chuke here with Chuke's Outdoor Adventures. Very excited. I just got back from Wasilla, Alaska with my new chest holster from GS Holsters. I'll have a full review of this bad boy in a couple weeks, but I had to do a video because I've been making my rounds to my favorite different ammo shops. Now, I really like Sportsman's Warehouse because they've consistently, even throughout the pandemic, have been a score. They've just been getting shipments on a weekly basis. I'm able to get ammo from them. And then I really like the mom and pop stores too. I just got some hunting ammo from Boondocks. There's all kinds of little shops in Anchorage and around the Anchorage area. But I went to Sportsman's in the Valley, and it's really interesting. Long Windy Road, check out his channel. He started bugging me a couple months ago and saying, hey, if you see any 200 grain buffalo bore or Underwood 10mm ammo, pick some up. I can't find any anywhere. And I started thinking about it, and I was like, I haven't seen that for a long time, and that's what everybody wants. Everybody I talk to, oh yeah, if you can get some 200 grain Underwood, could you save some for me? It's crazy because I just don't get it, because people in the lower 48, I post these 10mm videos, they're like, we can't get any 10mm. Why are you listing this as the top 5 survival gun? 10mm can't be found. And we in Alaska have had 10mm in abundance all throughout the pandemic. A lot of people switched from 9mm to 10mm because that's all we could find. But right now, let's just roll the footage of what happened today and how much 10mm ammo was there.
It was incredible. They had rows and rows of the 220, and they had 2 different type of 180s in here, which but they were the copper jacketed ones. They weren't the full.
What's crazy is they don't have any 200 grain. Look at it, it's all
that's
180 and 220. And all people want is 200 grain. They don't have it, but all of this 220.
Yeah,
it's insane. Yeah, because the 200 grain is fast and it's real reliable.
Well, these are 200. Oh, okay, yeah, those are 200.
But the buffalo bore.
You want the buffalo bore.
The strong stuff, and it's.
We got a big.
Look how much they have of it.
A young cow out by our cabin, and there's no way I would use this hollow point. So I come in,
hard cast.
I watch your videos.
Oh, nice.
I'm from Ohio.
Oh, nice.
So and everybody was saying hard cast, so that's what I bought. To run through my G20.
But no 200 grade.
No, they didn't have that when I first got here at the beginning of June.
I don't get it. Yeah.
So
as you can see, there was like probably 20,000 rounds there. There was just 3 giant sections with nothing but 10mm. It was pretty cool. I got a chance to meet a viewer and talk to him for a little while, some of his bear stories. But there's just all this 10mm, and I looked at every one of those buffalo bores. Unfortunately, they don't carry Underwood, but the buffalo bore was either 180 grain or 220. No 200 to be found. And the rest of the brands, for the most part, with a few exceptions, are just crap because they're 40 Smith & Wesson power. I mean, Chuck has been saying this for years. He'll chrono this 10mm round, and it's basically the power of a Smith & Wesson 40 caliber, which is pathetic. There's only a few companies making true 10mm rounds that are powerful the way a 10mm should be. But we have this weird enigma where people want the 200 grain round, but where is it? Now, what makes the 200 grain round so special in a 10mm? Well, it's a few things. First of all, the 10mm platform is designed around 180 grain full metal jacket bullet. So that's where it performs the best, around that area. So 200 grains is pushing the weight up a little, but it's still close to 180 grains. Additionally, it's just great velocity and power, foot-pounds of energy. You've got a 200 grain pill going a lot faster than a 220 or 230 grain 10mm ammo would do, and it's a good bear stopper. So luckily, my buddy, when he left town, he gave me like 4 boxes of this stuff. This is 10mm auto, 200 grain, high-tech coated hardcast FN from Underwood, $1,250 feet per second at a 200 grain hard cast. Now I do like this ammo, but I like the non-coated better because now I've got the rifled barrels. I can just shoot the non-coated lead. But I mean, that's really good. I think you're in this perfect window of weight and speed where it's a good hunting round, a good self-defense round for dangerous game. 200 grains, going 1250 on up, depending on what load you get. It's better than a 220 grain or 230 grain, in my opinion. It's also, you don't necessarily need to upgrade your springs or upgrade your springs as often, your recoil springs. It's just that perfect window, and that's what people want, but it cannot be found anywhere. So ammo manufacturers, please start focusing on the 200 grain. The shelves are full of 180 grain, even 190, which is nice to the Buffalo Boar Dangerous Game, and then to 220 and 230 grain. But what we want is 200 grain hard cast. Please put it out. And it's really cool because Underwood Ammo, Chuck and I have been a fan of them forever. They kind of have a deal with Alaska. Alaska Ammo is one of their distributors, and they realize that we face brown bears, grizzly bears up here in Alaska, so they have a special allotment set aside just for Alaska where they say, okay, all of this 10 millimeter ammo is saved for Alaska and we're shipping it there. And they have this special deal where they make sure Alaskans get their 10 millimeter Underwood ammo, and it's really cool. I want to thank Underwood Ammo for that. It's nice of big companies to think of us because we want to live, we want to stay alive from bear attacks. So anyways, and like I said, these other companies are crap. They're putting out weak 10 millimeter ammo, but Buffalo Boar and Underwood are good, and what we need is 200 grain pills for our 10 millimeter autos. So please provide that. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I got the link to my Amazon store below. That's how I'm paying for the channel, and I'll see you guys soon.
My name is Chuke. I like to trade my guns just for fun, but now I have none. Oh no, I'm getting shot by a bear, but I don't care. I got a 10 millimeter. Chuke's Outdoor Adventures. Watch you all die every time, guaranteed.